Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So, as some of you guys know that watch my channel, this was my new purchase. 25 GMC 3500 with the 6.6 gas. Allison branded 10-speed. I guess it's not an actual Allison, which I kind of knew when I did my research, but that is what it is. But this is a SLE trim, and comes with the full LED lights and everything. Pretty nice slick look of truck with the cab lights and everything. But let me shut this off because there's a few things I want to go over without listening to that fan. Chime's not too annoying. But this is going to be a video on the 5 things I hate about this truck. Now, I've owned this truck. Tomorrow will be exactly a week. I have just under, I think, a little over 300 miles, maybe under 400 miles on this truck. And this is going to be the first load I tow in. I know you're not supposed to tow a trailer with them for a while, but guys, I'll be honest with you, I do scrap metal removal, and I kind of wanted to bring this truck in. I have to get rid of this load and everything. I need this trailer. The truck's going in for a hydraulic lift gate on the back, and you just see there's scrap in the back. But I want to go over the things I hate about this truck, and there's a couple of them. And some people are going to say I'm nitpicking, but I mean, it is what it is. There's a few things that are just annoying, and there's some things that are just a no-go. But okay, first things first. Your stock tire, we knew we were going to start here, is a Michelin LTX ATs. This tire actually is a pretty good tire if you don't live in a snowy climate. As you see, we had about a foot of snow, but over the last 2 days it's been warm and it rained. And this tire is not up to the task of driving in the snow. Just driving, I was sliding, and I was only going 5-10 miles an hour. They're just a very not all-terrain tire-y. Like they say they're an all-terrain tire, and the compound's pretty soft. I can't tell you how good they're going to wear, but just my initial, I mean, they're quiet, they ride nice, they steer nice, but this is also a brand new truck. I mean, I have never liked Michelin tires. I think they're overrated. And some of the ones they put on these vehicles stock are just trash. My wife's Accord over there, same thing. We didn't even get 15,000 miles out of them on a Accord hybrid. And that was with rotating them. So these tires, yeah, they're quiet and they're smooth. But, I mean, if you had to go do if you went off the grass, I got off the grass a little bit and it was bad. I mean, they just cake up with mud, and they're just not good in the snow. So that's my number 1 complaint. All right. Number 2 complaint, which is a real big one in my book. Okay. First of all, I've never liked this design. When Chevy GM came out with this mirror design, I have not liked it, considering the old ones would be up here. This bent dog leg looking thing is just horrendous in my book. And the mirror, it's not just the styling. Now, this one doesn't have the power mirrors. These are old school. How do you pull them out? You pull them out. I mean, they don't wobble. They're not clunky or anything. I don't mind it. You have to manually move them. I would appreciate that a little bit better. You know, they do flip and fold. But my number 1 complaint with these is I can't see nothing out of this. I see more out of the convex mirror than here. No matter how I adjust this mirror, I cannot get it in the right spot. Every time I get in the truck or I have to back up, I'm just not confident in what I see in this. Like, I don't know what it is about this mirror. The one on the other side is the same thing. I'm always adjusting them. And I know I just had this truck and I'm going to find the sweet spot. But that is a horrendous design. They have a terrible mirrors. Coming from a Ford 250 and I have a 150 over there, the mirrors are so much better. And people are going to be like, oh, that's what you're used to. But let me know in the comment section if you really hate these mirrors. Because, like, these, man, they're bad. And for somebody who tows a trailer all the time, you know, I want to be confident in my mirrors. Nice strip. The third one, guys, is 2 of them are right here. This one comes with a power seat because it's the SLE trim. Comes with the power seat. It's got the nice dashboard and everything. That seat is not power. I really don't care that one's not power. I don't sit there. I spend most of my time right here. But I kind of wish that this one wasn't power because you have to... So this is going to be a work truck. I'm going to have straps and tools. I keep a Sawzall back here. You know, there's not much room here with the seat, even in my midget stance, that I'm short. And I'm pretty short. I'm only 5'5" with little legs. There's not much room to, like, really reach in here. And if I want to reach behind the seat... Oh, hold on. Let's flip the seat, guys. Oh, look, there's a strap right there. I gotta reach... I can barely reach in there. Like, look at that. There's plenty of room back there. All right, so I got my strap. All right, now I gotta go get in the truck. Hold on. Put the seat back where I want it. Oh, that's kind of about where it is. There's no quick function to, like, flip and fold the seat. And this truck doesn't have memory seats because it's not a high trim model, which you can't get on a regular cab. Now, this is only a problem with a regular cab because the other one, you could just open the door. But being that it's a regular cab with this configuration, not ideal, man. And for me, reaching behind the seat sometimes 4 or 5 times a day and putting 5-6 pulling straps out, 5-6 straps at a time to secure loads, it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. Not going to lie. Second one. Like I said, this is a 3500. And, this is a 3500, okay? Like I said, I'm 5'5". Now, I know I'm not the tallest person in the world. But, look at this. Can you see this? My nose is 5 foot. It's just under 5 foot. It's probably about to my mouth level. So it's over 4.5 feet to the top of the hood. So when you're sitting in there, you can't see anything. That's one thing, right? Second thing about the height is, look how high the step is. When I stand here, my waist, my hips is here. My bottom of my rib cage is right here. So it's only like an inch above or inch below my rib cage. Getting in this truck is bad. And I didn't really look at one of these because I kind of bought this on a whim. And I was pissed off at Ford, so I went with GMC instead. I didn't order it with running boards. Now, every truck I've owned has been 2-wheel drive and kind of really didn't need a little hop getting in there. And you're like, oh, you just need some side steps and everything. Oh, it's just because you're short. Let me tell you something. My helper is 6'5". He can't just step in the truck. He has to kind of like hop into it. This 3500 is disgustingly high. And you can't reach over the side. If you wanted to, if I didn't have the sideboards on here, you couldn't reach over the side. It's the same height back here as it is on the hood. Lifting something over the tailgate, horrendous. I have to pick things up almost over my head to put it in the back of the truck. Even without the sideboards, like along the back. So if you got something to load in the back of this, it's bad. And when you lower the tailgate, I know, brand new truck, using it for scrap. But I just want to jam that in there. Just the height of the tailgate alone is super high. It's higher than my hips. Here is higher than my hips. So let me tell you something. Picking up something in the back of the truck is bad. If it's kind of heavy, it's such a high lift into it. So you got poor visibility from the bulging hood because of the height. Hard to get in because of the height. Right? And then loading ability is just bad. Now, it doesn't matter because I'm putting a hydraulic lift gate on it. But me using it for the last couple days to pick up water heaters and stuff, man, leaning them to the gate and trying to slide them in there is terrible. Which leads me to my next one. Which leads me to number 5. Oh, and there's a bonus one in here too. So, now mind you, this is just the initial things I'm finding out after owning this truck for a little bit. I ordered it with this liner in it. If you look at it from the side, you know, I think it was $400 something extra. It's very thin. Usually I take these to get rhino lined myself, but I figured I was ordering a new one. You know, this lining is pretty thin. Okay, which I'm not too worried about that. Now the bed has the same liner on it, same thickness and everything. That bed, metal, if you look right here, that's how thin that is. Look at that. This bed is so thin. When my buddy Joe, Lunchbox, when he walks on the truck, I was down like this looking, and I wish I didn't have the stuff in the back. But when he walks, I could see the bed bend. He's 275 pounds. When he walks and steps, I could see the bed bend. And for me throwing stuff in here, this bed is going to get shredded. Even with this bed liner, it's going to be dented up and banged to hell. And it was one of the reasons why I didn't want to get a Ford, because the Fords have the aluminum bed. And I've had buddies that I've talked to and people that go to the scrapyard and everything that actually use their trucks for loading, and the beds on the aluminum, the 150s, 250s don't hold up at all. So that was kind of the reason why I wanted to stray away from it, because I'm going to use this truck for work and putting stuff in the back. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, I think I'm going to get, once I get the gate put on, I think I'm going to get a plastic bed liner and put it in on top of this, just to give it some added strength, because usually in 3-4 years, the beds are beat to hell, guys. It's not just a simple complaint. Like, I wanted to use this truck for work, and I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh, why don't you just upfit it and get it a flatbed? Because you can't get a lift gate on a flatbed. And if I did put a gate on the flatbed, I would lose so much payload capacity. It's not worth it. I would have to get a dual wheel and upfit it, all that, and that's a lot of money. You're talking 20 grand more. You know, it's already $6,000 to get the hydraulic liftgate put on this. So, you know, with the liftgate and buying the truck and everything and the extended warranty, you know, you're talking, I mean, I'm already almost 75, almost 80 grand deep. So that's a lot of money. You know, to add another 20, 30,000 onto this, you know, that's a lot of money. So that was one of the things, a couple things that I don't like about this truck. And, you know, it's still early. It's still early owning it and everything. But, I mean, it has been a good truck. It's got good power. You know, there's not much weight on this trailer, so we're only going to be towing. The trailer weighs 1,300. I'd say there's 3,000 pounds. You know, this truck has a towing capacity of 18,500 pounds gooseneck and 14,000 pound conventional on the ball. So these are the 5 things I don't like about my truck. But there's one little one bonus one I want to say. Mud flaps. They give you these little rinky-dink mud flaps, and on the window sticker it says, oh, it comes with mud flaps. Well, they're so small and they don't stick out very far. As you see, even with the stock tire, it's over and out. So what ends up happening is, I drove this in the snow a day or two. I just washed it before it rained. And this front one, okay, as you see, they stone lined all this stuff. So this has that rubbery liner on it and stuff to keep stone chips. But this tire, when it kicks stuff up, it unloads it right here underneath where it says Sierra HD. Now, I don't know if you could see if I wipe that. I already have stone chips because the rocks that fly out of the tire, yoo-hoo, they come up and everything. I had a big ice ball and chunk and salt spray all over the side of the truck. And I posted a video, I posted a short of it. And I went to the car wash and I washed. And I'm like, dude, I drove on the dirt road a couple times that I live on. And I drove twice in the salt, the rain, and the snow and the rain. I mean, snow and slushy roads. And I already got stone chips on the paint. And these new vehicles, they don't have thick paint like the older ones. The paint is so thin on this, like the metal's really thin. So you're gonna end up with stone chips. So I will be adding the running boards the step bumpers, and I will be adding better the WeatherTech mud flaps, guys, because I want to try to keep the body from getting all chewed up and chipped up, because if it gets chewed up, chipped up, and it starts getting down to the paint, it will cause rust and everything. And, you know, being that I drive a lot on dirt roads and the tires are going to throw stones and everything, it's kind of a gimme that you're going to get stone chips and stuff all over the side of the door. And it's funny because I ordered it with the mud flaps, and it's no different than the ones you don't order. So what did they charge me $130 for? I don't understand. That was one of the reasons why I knew stone chips from my other trucks. So just go over this real quickly. I ordered this with the liners. These are those liners that come with the truck. This is all open to the elements, and stuff gets all up under here, you know. So I ordered this with the fender liners. I think it was $230, and yeah, that was something you have to order on these trucks. It should come from the factory that way. You know, when you pay $60,000 for a truck, $70,000 for a truck, $80,000 for a truck, and it's an option. But all right, 5 things that I hate about my new GMC truck. This is it. Take a picture. Hold on. But these are the 5 things I hate about this truck. And these things will change over time. Maybe I can get used to the mirrors, and the running boards will fix that and stuff. But I still have to put stuff on the truck to make it exactly perfect. Which isn't the truck's fault. It's kind of my fault. I should have bought it with the running boards and stuff. But the mirrors, the body, mud flaps not catching things, and they charged me for it. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about in the comment section, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, I don't just look pretty on Facebook for nothing, but you know, I do a lot of scrap metal and stuff, and you know, every day's an adventure, guys. See ya.